Shri. This is Rishi Raj from Aura Art. Thanks so much for the opportunity to interact with our friends. Uh, Obviously, we are all trying to make the best of the situation, working from home. Uh, for us, the art season typically is from October to March, where a bulk of the art shows happen. For us as well, the most prominent show for the year happened in end of February in Ahmedabad, a Krishna show, and we were just sort of settling back in the office from the busy season and trying to catch up on data and many other follow-ups that was required, and various client valuations to be done, follow-ups of commissioning orders and other presentations. And I think with this lockdown we are able to now do a lot of that. Each of our team members are working from home and we are coordinating quite well. New meetings obviously will have to wait for a while, but I think the past backlog is keeping us busy. The art market over the last 10 years on the whole has been an average $50 billion trade. Last year is $64 billion in 19, which as you can imagine is a large enough number, probably much larger than what most of our viewers expected it to be. And in this average $50 billion trade over the last 10 years, the US, UK and China have had the predominant have controlled the predominant part of the art world trade, and then some of the other European countries count within that. In the last year, 2019, US is 44% of the global trade, UK is around 24, China is 22, China is 18, and the rest of the world is again around 20. This share has had its own set of oscillations in the last 10 years, and I'm happy to discuss that further. If we step back and as to see what happened in the last upheaval that we faced as the world, and that is 2008, which is where you had the economic meltdown, financial markets meltdown in the US, which triggered a wave of corrections of asset classes around the world. And at that time, if we see the art market global share, you'll see US was around 25%, China was around 9% of the global art market in 2008. Mind you, let's take a bit of a backdrop before that. From the early part of the century to 2008, India, China, a large part of the world had very significant ramp up in asset values, and the art market also really took off in both the countries. So from 2000, when both countries had insignificant art markets, China moved to 9% of the global trade of art in 2008. After a minor dip in 2009, it recovered quite well, and actually from 2008 to 11, the art market grew quite handsomely. In that growth, was more interesting was that China really leapt on from there. From a 9% global art market in 2008, China moved to 30% of the global art trade in 2011. And from 11-12 onwards, China has had a bit of a soft landing, and the market has now reached 18% of the global art trade. The pie chart below that actually is a pie chart of the number of millionaires from each country which have more than $50 million of wealth. We feel that eventually the number of millionaires in an economy is a very strong proxy of the value of the art trade. US has 2019 44% market share in the art world, and US has 48% of the share of millionaires above $50 million. So what that means really is that 44 upon 48 gives us 0.92 as the factor that the HNIs are supporting the art market, the millionaires supporting the art market. Look at China, and as you know, China has been more aggressive on the deployment of wealth in the last 10-15 years, and this ratio will be more aggressive. Therefore, 18% of market share of China is supported by 13% of global millionaires, which means China's ratio is already at 1.38 or so, nearly 1.4, which is nearly 50% more aggressive than US, which was 0.92. And then if you look at India, and that's a completely understandable situation, that 0.33% is what's supposed to be the India size of the Indian art market, around $200 million over $64 billion annual trade, global trade. 0.33% of the global art market is actually supported by 3% of millionaires, which is a very admissibly low ratio of 0.11, which simply shows that overall art is underpenetrated in the millionaires. And as more millionaire wealth gets created in India, the allocations towards art can only increase. If we were now to take the example of US and China, if we take the US ratio, Indian art should be around 2.7% of the world art market. If you take the China ratio, it should be around 4% of the world art market, and we are only 0.3%. So in every stretch of imagination, even if the global art market remains the same and wealth creation in the country improves, with the natural trajectory of art allocations that happen after wealth gets made, we have a 10x re-rating possible, everything else being the same. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight, and this is not the climate where it's going to happen in a hurry for sure. But some of these macro statistics have to be kept in mind, and we should not get lost too close to the ground and get lost in the noise on the ground, and step back and see as to how this asset class can be and will be viewed more differently. What's happening now again? Very interesting. COVID changes the world order again. There will be troubles in China for sure because of sanctions and other withdrawals from global players from across the world. US and Europe have their fair share of trouble. There will be some havens of growth. A lot of spotlight is coming to India for all the right reasons. In the way we're tackling this, and also where the economy is showing resilience, and otherwise also the way the direction has been very positive for India in the last few years. And could India be the next hotspot from a culture and art point of view? Anybody's guess, but the headwinds have never been better. You've had very strong auctions of Indian art in the last few years, new records. And we've had international auction houses like Sotheby's and Christie's actually now doing Indian auctions over the last 3 to 4 years, doing auctions in India. So a lot is changing on this side for sure, and a lot of action which we have to watch the space closely for more.